Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday night, Tune Into Yourself. Today is going to be a slow-paced class. We're going to do some nice, juicy stretches. We're going to open up the throat chakra. So come on down to the mat. I have a bolster, and my bolster is on top of 2 blocks. So one block is flat, it's on the shortest height. And the back block is on the second to lowest height, and I'm laying it down. So if you're using 2 pillows, that would be really nice because we want to be opening up the chest and the heart. So let's come on down to the mat. Excuse me, Ginger Bear, watch out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the base of the spine to that elevated area. The spine is long. Think about opening up the collarbones. The arms can be on each side of you, and that will help stabilize. If you like it on your belly, that's also a nice place. The legs can be reaching out to each corner of the bottom of the mat, or you can bend those knees and bring the feet to touch, opening up the legs in our butterfly pose. Let's inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, saying, ah. Inhale through the nose, the belly rises. Exhale with a ah. Let that exhale be audible. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Alrighty, bring the breath back to your natural, organic rhythm. Continuing to rest and inhale and exhale. I'm going to read something encouraging from Cleo Wade today. And here we go. It says, healthy thinking is what we choose to guide our thoughts in a way that benefits our best self. Every thought, especially our repetitive thoughts, manifests itself in our lives. For example, if we are stuck in a thought cycle of I am not good enough, we will start to see the outside world affirm that thought. We may find our behavior begin to affirm that thought when we isolate ourselves from the people in our lives who love us and know we are good enough. Since our thoughts are what frame our lives, the first step to constructing a healthy life is to construct healthy thoughts. Healthy thinking does not mean you never have dark thoughts. It just means you don't stay in unhelpful thoughts long enough for them to influence your reality. We become the stories we tell ourselves. So it is crucial that we as narrators frame our experiences with the thoughts that heal, nurture, and motivate us. We are more in charge of our thoughts than we think. Keep your inner world loving and hopeful, and your outside world will begin to reflect exactly that. And when we think about our throat chakra, we think about what we speak. Opening up that throat chakra will open up and will tell our things, healthy stories and healthy things. So we grow and we live a healthy life. Now, whatever you have from behind your back, push it over to the side and we'll come down to lie completely flat on the back. Move those blocks, move those pillows. And now we are laying all the way flat. Now feel the back of those shoulder blades. How did the back of the shoulder blades feel now that you opened it up? Concentrate on the collarbones and the shoulders. Do they feel more open? Give yourself a big inhale. And exhale. Notice if you feel differently than from your first inhale of the practice. Now go ahead and walk the feet up toward your bottom. The knees are facing the ceiling. We're going to scoot our body over to the left of our mat. Just bump the hips over. Open up the arms in a nice cactus. And let those knees fall to the right. Maybe look over at that left hand. Inhale. And exhale. We'll stay here for a few moments. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe take the right hand and put it on that top leg, giving a little tug. Now let the knees come up. Scoot the body over to the right side of your mat. Let the knees fall to the left. We're still in cactus. Maybe look over at your right hand. Maybe take the left hand and give the top knee a little tug so that twist is a little bit more intense. And this is an invitation. You can try it if you want it, or you can say no thank you if you have enough twist already. Everything in this practice is optional. It's an invitation to just another party you might want to participate in. Feels good to your body and only you know you do it. If you want to pass, pass. All right, bring the knees back to the center. We'll center our bodies on the mat. And now bring the knees in and bring the top of the thighs toward the belly. And the hands will rest on the shins. Give those legs a little tug. And now inhale and reach the nose toward the knees. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach the nose toward the knees. Exhale, lower. Inhale one more time. Exhale, lower. Now we'll reach the feet up toward the ceiling. And what we're going to do is, where we feel our back on the mat, we're in a complete right angle from the base of the spine, and elongate the back in the cervical spine. We're looking at the toes, and since we're working on the throat chakra, we're going to pretend we have a paintbrush in between our feet, and we're going to paint an aqua blue circle on the ceiling with our long paintbrush that's in between our feet. And the circle's not too big. but just visualize that aqua blue paint. Now let's make our circle the opposite way. Our core is engaged, our neck is long. Alrighty, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to bring the right knee in toward the body, and we're gonna hold on to that right shin, and we're gonna lower the left leg till it almost touches the ground. And now extend the right leg up toward the ceiling. Inhale. And now switch legs. The left leg comes up, the right leg goes down. Inhale. Switch. Inhale. Switch. Inhale. Switch. Inhale. Switch. Already lower both legs to the ground. We're gonna roll over to our right side. Come into our fetal position. Left hand is in front of the chest. Right head is on the right bicep. We'll inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, push into that hand, and let's meet in easy seat. And this is a time where you might want to sit on that pillow. When we sit on a pillow or block, it brings our hips up above our knees, and it kind of, think about your pelvis being a bowl, and you're tipping that bowl over. And then this helps us have, when we think about our head and that string pulling us up toward the sky, opening up the collarbones. It's a nice, easy seat. Now, see the way that you brought your legs? And for me, I always put my right leg in front of the left leg. That's the natural way. I want you to uncross those legs, and we call that the awkward way. So that's how we're gonna start, in the awkward way. So let's inhale and drop the chin to the chest. Exhale. Now bring that chin over toward the right underarm, and take the hand and take that ring finger and give that head a little tug. We're gonna stay here for a minute or for a moment. Giving a nice tug. Inhale and exhale here. Release the head. Rotate the chin over toward the left underarm. Take the left hand and give that head a little tug here. Already release the head. Bring the head up, right? Now look over the right shoulder. Nod the head up and down. Inhale forward. Exhale over to the left till it reaches the limit. Now nod the head up and down. Inhale back to the center. Alrighty, now we're gonna take the nose and we're gonna look up to 12 o'clock, over to 3, down to 6, 9, good night, 3 a.m., 6 in the morning, 9, and noon. Now let's go backwards. We'll Start at noon, 9, 6, 3, midnight, 9, 6, 3, noon. Alrighty, now let's start with our shoulders. We'll inhale them forward. And our hands are touching our shoulders. Our arms are like chicken wings. Bring those shoulders up toward the ears and slide the shoulder blades down the back. Bring them forward and backwards. One more time. Forward and backwards. Now we'll rotate the opposite way. Backwards, so forward. So now I'm going to teach you a new exercise. It's a flexion exercise. So it's like they call it nerve flossing. So think about your hands with the OK symbol, and the palms are up, and we're in OK symbol. Now rotate so the palms are down, and slowly bring the fingers toward the ears. And then exhale the hands down and rotate the palms up. Rotate the arms down. Bring the fingers in toward the ears. Lower the hands and rotate the palms up. One more time, rotate the hands down. Bring the fingers toward the ears. Bring the hands down and rotate the hands up. Now release that, okay? And now just think about bringing the tips of your fingertips toward the ground. 2, 3, and relax. And the palms are in line with the hand. Inhale, bring the fingertips down. Exhale, let the palms be in line with the arm. One more time. Inhale, the fingertips down. Exhale, release. Now bring the hands in, we'll shake them out. Now we'll clasp the hands in front of our face, and we're gonna draw the infinity symbol, the sideways 8. We'll just rotate the hands, loosening up the joints in our wrist. Now let's come the opposite way. Alrighty, now we're gonna uncross our legs and come out of the awkward cross and come back to our natural cross. Alrighty, let's inhale the arms up over our head and exhale the right hand down to the mat, reaching the left hand up and over. Inhaling up. Let the fingertips touch. Exhaling the left arm down, reaching up and over. Inhaling up. Lower the right hand and reach up and over. Inhale up. Exhale the left hand down, reach up and over. Inhale up. Now let's lower the left hand to the right knee and take the right hand and bring it behind you. Inhale, elongating the spine. Exhale, twisting the belly button to the right. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up toward the heavens. Exhale, rotate the shoulders to the right. One more inhale, lengthening. Exhale, I invite you to twist the head toward the back. Depending on how it feels in your neck is whether you choose to accept that invitation. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna come back around to the front, but keep that left hand on the knee. Let's take the right hand and bring it to the left knee. And we're gonna inhale, straightening the back. Exhale, hinging at the hips, coming down in a tight little crunch. We'll lower the head in front of us. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. One more, inhaling. Last exhale. Now bring the body upright. Let go of the hands. We'll bring the right hand to the left knee and take the left hand and bring it behind us. We'll inhale, reaching the head toward the heavens. Exhaling the belly button to the left. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, twisting the shoulders to the left. Inhaling, reaching the crown straight up. Exhaling, twist, maybe looking back at that left shoulder. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, coming back around to the front. Alrighty, we twisted laterally each way, we twisted rotationally, and now we're gonna do a flexion forward and backwards. And then we'll bring our hands to our knees. We'll inhale and open up our collarbones and our chest and our throat, leaning forward. Exhale, rounding the back, chin to chest, belly button to spine. Inhale, shining the heart, sharing your love. Exhale, round and come up right. Inhale, opening the chest, the heart space, the throat chakra. Exhale, round. Alrighty, so we've done neck, shoulders, arms, hands, upper back. Let's stand up so we can do a little bit more hips. And then all of these movements are called CARs, controlled articulation rotation. It's getting each joint lubricated and stretched to, so all of these movements gives you a little cracklings. So we're gonna put our hands on our hips and we're gonna rotate those hips around and around. Almost like we're doing our old-fashioned hula hoop toy. And as we rotate, I'm going clockwise, you can go either way. We're engaging our core and the pelvic floor. Alrighty, let's come back around the other way. And think about those feet as we're rotating. We can feel the four corners. So it's in the core, it's in the hips. Our feet are stabilized. They say the hips strength affects the knees and the ankles. So it's nice to not have really tight, dry hips. We want flexible hips, but we want strong hips. Alrighty, so we've done the hips. Now let's do the knees. So I'm gonna come over to the wall. So I have something to help me balance. A chair is also a good thing. So we think about our warrior 3 prep. We're gonna come back and see this warrior 3 later on in practice. So we're gonna ground into our left foot, feel those 4 corners, and raise the right leg so the thigh is parallel to the ground. Now rotate the foot around. So we're loosening up the knee joint, making a circle with it. But we're also lengthening our spine and reaching the head toward the heavens. Let's come back around the other way. And then lower that right foot. And we're gonna come back, I'm gonna turn around. So grounding into the right foot, raising the left leg. This is warrior 3 prep. So a lot of times people will be in this pose, we're balancing, finding that drishti, and go ahead and rotate the leg, loosening up the knee. And we'll come back around. Crown of the head is reaching up toward the sky. And then drop the left foot. Alrighty. So now we can keep the leg straight, and we're just gonna loosen up our ankles, rolling the ankles in a circle. Come back around, and we didn't lift our foot, because when our foot is down on the ground, we're putting a little pressure, and we're rotating at the same time. Alrighty, we'll come back around to the other side. The balls of the feet are on the ground, and we're just rotating the ankle. Okay, we got almost all of our joints from head, neck to feet. We're gonna, I think we're gonna come back down to the ground, and we're gonna meet on our belly. Excuse me, Ginger. We're gonna meet in the Sphinx pose. Excuse me, Ginger. Yeah, okay, so think about the forearm plank, but our body is still on the ground. Our elbows are tucked in toward our chest. Our fingertips are gripping the mat. We're especially thinking about our index fingers and our thumbs. Our tops of our toes are pressing into the mat. That activates the thighs. And our head, the crown of our head is reaching forward and then up a little. We're not cranking the neck open. We're reaching the head forward and then up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, press into the feet. Exhale, relax. Inhale, pressing into the feet. When you press into the feet, the thighs and the glutes are activated. Exhale, rest. Alrighty, so now tuck the toes. And what we're gonna do is we're going to lift the body up, and we're in a forearm plank. We're gonna count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. Lower the body down. Alrighty. So now we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. The forehead is on the ground. We're going to Extend the left hand out. So the left hand is in a T. You're palming the ground like it's a basketball. Lift the right foot up. And then the right foot is flexed, facing the ceiling. You're gonna push into the right hand and roll over to the left hip. Bring the right knee up. The knee is facing the ceiling and the foot is down on the mat. We're having a twist to open up the left shoulder and possibly the right hip. We're going to stay here for a few moments. So continue to breathe, inhale and exhale. Now let's roll back onto the tummy. Bring the forearms back. We're gripping the mat with our fingertips. We're tucking the toes and we're lifting the hips into forearm plank. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the body down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows tucked in. Extend the right hand to a T. Palm the ground like it's a basketball. Bring the right ear to the mat. Lift the left leg, bend the left leg. Left foot is facing the ceiling. And roll over to the right hip. Bring the left knee toward the facing the ceiling. And the left foot falls behind the right hip. Remember to breathe here. We'll be here for a few moments. Rolling back onto the tummy. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and push into the hands, coming back into child's pose. This is going to be a closed knee child pose, so you may want a block or pillow underneath your forehead. This is opening up the back body. From the back of the shoulder blades to the mid back, down to the lower back. Continuing to breathe in this position. The support under the head, make it a little bit more restorative. If you want to go further, you can remove that support from the front. Bring the head to the mat and bring the hands behind you toward the feet. This gives you a deeper stretch here. Alrighty, walk the hands to the top of the mat in front of you. And now you can lift the head and look at those fingertips and walk them over to the right side of your mat. Maybe bringing the left hand on top of the right hand and bring the forehead down again. Now make sure your hips both the hips are down. This position, you might feel like you want to pull the left hip up, but concentrate on keeping both hips down. This opens up the left side body some. For me, it opens up my left shoulder. Now walk the fingertips through the center and over toward the left side, bringing the right hand on top of the left hand. We're opening up the right side body. Keep that right hip down. Alrighty, walk the hands back to the center. We're going to keep our arms down in the Sphinx arm position. Our hips are up. And we're going to think about our cat-cow from the forearm position. And we'll shine the chest forward. And we're going to look a little bit past the top of the mat. On the inhale, exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, cow, opening the chest. Think about lengthening the neck. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, shine the chest forward, lengthen the neck, open the throat. Exhale, round the back. Now bring that back to a flat, almost a table, but since our arms are still down, it's not a flat table. If we were up in this hands and knees down, it would be more flat. We're down today. We're gonna look over the right shoulder toward the right foot. Look forward. Look back over to the left foot. Look over to the right, making a C in the spine. When the arms are down, you get more of a stretch here. Alrighty, so now we're going to stretch out our feet. If you want to come to your hands and knees, you can, but if you feel like it, try it on your forearms. So now we're going to tuck the toes and reach the right foot back. And we're going to go back and forth. This is stretching out the fascia of the right foot. Now bring that leg outside of your mat so the foot and the knee are in the same line. Walking the hands up. Bringing the arms overhead. And this is our gate pose. I'm going to face you so you can see me. This is our gate pose. Inhaling. Exhaling the right hand down that leg. Inhaling up. Exhaling the left hand down to a block or to the mat. I'm going to use my block today. Reaching up and over. Opening up that right side body from hip to armpit. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Reaching up and over. Inhaling up. And bring the hands into Namaste pose. So now we normally don't do this, but we're going to tuck that back foot. Come to the side so you can see this back foot is tucked. So you're like this. Our hands are in front of us in Namaste. But now we're going to bring those arms in. Inhaling the hands out, opening up the chest, opening up the throat. Exhaling closed. Inhaling open. Exhaling closed. Inhaling open. Exhaling closed. Now open the arms again. And now think about a rotation. Alrighty. Now let's bring the hands down to the mat. We'll bring the leg in. Bring the forearms down to the mat. Now we extend the left foot. We'll come forward and backwards. Opening up the fascia in the foot. And I feel it in my Achilles also, in that calf. Think about where you feel a stretch. Is the stretch intense? Or is it ease for you? Now take that leg and bring it out so the foot's in line with the knee. Walk the hands up toward the knee. Lift the arms overhead. I'm going to come around forward so you can see me a little bit better. I'm going to position that block to my right side. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling the arm over the extended leg. Hanging out here. And think about that arm. You're not hunched over forward. We're opening up the underarm. Maybe you want to look up at that hand. That opens up that hip flexor a lot more. Inhale the arms up. Exhaling the right arm down to the mat or a block. Nice long line from the fingertips all the way down to the edge of the foot. Inhaling up. Exhaling over the extended leg. Inhaling up. Exhaling the right arm down. Reaching up and over. One more time. Inhale those arms up. Exhaling over the extended leg. Inhaling up. Bring the hands into Namaste. Open up the arms to cactus. Inhaling, looking up toward the sky. Exhaling, elbows touch round the spine, the top spine. Inhaling up, look up, open up the chest and the throat. Exhaling, elbows closed around the upper back. Inhaling up. Exhaling, and the elbows are in that cactus position. And we're going to rotate toward the right and the left. The right and the left. The right and the left. And bring the hands down. We're going to meet in staff pose. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, hinge the hips. The belly comes to meet the thigh. We're still looking at the fingertips. The head is long. The back is long. We can't reach any further, and go ahead and drop the hands on the shins or the ankles or the feet. Let the head fall to your chest. Inhale and exhale. We're going to stay here for a few breath cycles. Letting gravity pull you lower and lower each breath. You don't have to force it. You just hang out here and gravity does a lot of the work for you. Now walk the hands up the legs. And let's bend the right knee. Extend the left hand over the extended left leg. Wrapping that hand around the right knee. Taking the right hand, bring it behind you. We have another twist. Reaching the head toward the sky, feeling both sit bones on the mat, maybe looking over the right shoulder, depending how it feels in your neck. But the body is rotating. Unwind. We'll lengthen the right leg. Bend the left leg. Extend the right hand over the extended right leg. Wrap it around the bent left leg. Taking the left hand, bring it behind you. Rotating to the left. Sit bones are in the ground. We can feel them in the seat. Crown of the head is reaching toward the sky. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, twisting. Coming back to the front. Bending the right knee. Letting the feet come together. And opening up the knees into butterfly pose. Lean forward. Maybe wrap the hands around the feet. Then round the upper back. Let gravity pull the nose toward the toes. You can kind of work on adjusting where you want your feet, either tucked in toward the groin or opening up more into a diamond. You feel one more in the hips and one more in the glutes. You decide where you want to feel this opening. Now bring the body upright. Let the hands grab the knees and close the knees together like a boat. And we're going to windshield wiper our legs. When the knees fall to the left, look toward the right. When the knees fall to the right, look toward the left. All right, so if you have a blocker pillow, bring that close to you. And then we'll close the knees and roll down onto our back. And our knees are facing the ceiling. Our hands are pressing into the mat. The feet are pressing into the mat. Now take that block or pillow that you have or towel that's rolled up, bring it in between the knees and squeeze. See how the inner thigh is activated? Relax. Squeeze. Relax. squeeze, relax. Now we're gonna do our pelvic tilt where, remember, we have that pole that comes in our hip joints and we're rotating the hip joints up, lifting the hips up about a half an inch. Now squeeze into your block or your pillow as you lift. Exhale, lower and relax the squeeze. Inhale, squeeze. Lift the hips up, we're rotating them. Exhale, lower. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, lower. All right. Remove that block, and we're going to put the block underneath our hips. And we're going to do waterfall or legs up the wall, but in a lying down position in the air. So now we're going to rotate our ankles. One way, a few times. And then the opposite way. Alrighty, so now let's bring the knees in toward the chest. And we're going to drop the right toes to the mat. And then bring the right foot up. Drop the left toes to the mat. And bring it up. Now let's alternate. So we'll inhale, dropping the right. Exhale, drop the left and raise the right. So very similar to what we did earlier. Back and forth. Our core is engaged here. We're pressing our hands into the mat. That opens up our chest. Our neck is long, opening our throat. Now, bring the knees together. Bring the toes together. The toes are pointed. Now, lower the toes to the mat and lift them up. Lower the toes. Lift. We're breathing here. And lift. Now bring the feet down. Move that block. Bring the right ankle to the left knee. Take the right hand and open up that hip. The foot is flexed. Maybe we reach behind the left thigh and clasp our fingers together. Inhaling and exhaling here. Feet are flexed hard. Unclasp the hands, lower the left foot. Cross the legs like we're sitting on the couch. And let those knees fall to the left. Maybe your left hand is on that top knee and the right hand can come out like it's a T and we're looking back at the right thumb. Bring the knees back up, uncross them, bring the right foot to the left foot over to the right knee. Take the left hand and open up that joint. Option 2, you can stay here or you can come to option 2. Thread the hands behind the right thigh. Feet are flexed hard. Clasp the hands, lower the right foot. Cross the legs like you're sitting on the couch. Let the knees fall to the right. Maybe take that right hand and grab on that top thigh. Looking back on the left side. Let the knees come up, uncross the legs. Let the soles of the feet face the ceiling. Hands can come to the back of the thighs, the outer edges of the feet, or you can grasp that big toe. This is our second to last pose of tonight. Happy baby. Maybe rock from side to side, alternately, straightening each leg. Alrighty, let go of the feet. Let the legs come to lengthen down the side of the mat. I like to have my ankles on each edge of the mat. Sometimes I like to take my blocks and put them underneath my thighs. That takes some pull off of the lower back. So if you have two pillows, you can put them underneath your thighs, or you can put one pillow and have the knees a little bit close together. So here we are in our Shavasana. Think about your heels, where they come to rest in the mat. They're melting into that mat. Your legs are flat on the mat. You may feel the backs of your calves. Your legs are on a pillow or blocks. Notice where they meet the back of the thighs. Feel the lumbar lower area of the back resting on the mat, melting in all that work we did today, relaxing that area of the lower back. Let the stomach soften. Inhale, feel the chest expand and open. Exhale, feel the shoulder blades melt into your mat. Inhale, open the collarbones. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lengthen the neck. Exhale, maybe rotate the head. Feel where the back of the skull rests on the mat. Relax your jaw. Relax the cheekbones. Relax in between your eyebrows. Relax the forehead. Notice the crown of your head, the white light relaxing over your whole body. Relax. Now wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Rolling over to the right side of the mat. Bring those knees in. We're coming into our fetal position. The head is resting on the right bicep. The left hand is in front of the chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale and push the body up into easy seat. Now is the time in our practice where we say and our affirmations. We inhale the arms out into a T, and we exhale, giving ourselves a giant affirmational hug, and repeat the affirmation I give you. So inhale, the arms open. Exhale and say, I speak my truth with love. Inhale, the arms open. Exhale, the arms closed, and say, my story is important. Inhale, the arms open. Exhale, the arms closed. I listen to those around me. Now bring those hands together in namaste position. Tell your body, thank you for supporting you through this practice. I thank each and every one of you for allowing me to lead you today and share my love of yoga with you. Namaste and amen.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for joining.
That was good, Shell.